Houston on a beautiful day in what we call south of Broadway, Nashville, Tennessee. South of Broadway being just that, south of Broadway. And if you're familiar with the community development plans by Metro Nashville's zoning community to include Nashville Next, then you will know that we are in what they call the South of Broadway strategic plan. And in the strategic plan, they being the city, indirectly the state and HUD, are revitalizing this area. It's literally 2 minutes driving from downtown off of Broadway, and Nashville is rising so quickly as far as its economic growth that this public housing site, which is Napier, public housing site named after Mr. J.C. Napier, African-American, who actually was one of the co-founders of Citizens Bank and Trust, which is one of, I believe, 12 African-American banks left in the country. And one of those banks happened to be here in Nashville, located off of historic Jefferson Street. And so this housing site was named after him, huge mover and shaker back in his time. And so if you look at where we are, public housing site, I want to say close to 1,000 families here will be revitalized and transformed into mixed use housing. And so we are here, as I get a chance to serve on the Community Advisory Group Leadership Board under the tenure of Ms. Janet King, the Community Development Manager for MDHA, which is the Metro Development Housing Agency, doing an outstanding job. Shout out to Mr. Jeff Hall, who's overseeing the project, and Mr. Curtis Thomas, who's basically the engineer / architecture for this project. Have been working with community residents, community stakeholders, and businesses in the area to talk about what the transformation will look like. And they literally have come up with different charrettes, different community events for the last 2 years to ask the residents what they actually want the community to look like. And so today is the final meeting for the transformation plan before it actually gets sent and approved to HUD. And so we're going to come in here, see what the latest is, where we are with the plan. But the bottom line is, I want individuals to understand, as we're out here in this beautiful public housing site with these beautiful people, America is changing with all due respect. And if you're not getting your work skills up, if you're not getting your career development skills on, you could be left behind and or make life more challenging for you. I believe in Nashville, Tennessee, there's no longer any public housing. And so individuals really have to become self-sufficient. This project here is through Envision Napier and Sudekum. And Envision Napier Sudekum has received, in conjunction with Jobs Plus Nashville, which is ran through Martha O'Brien, shout out to Martha O'Brien Center, in conjunction has created a rent freeze for the local residents here so that the residents are able to take advantage of the workforce development training as well as actually be placed to work. And their rent will be frozen so that they can save their money. So that way, when this area transforms, they have a fresh start. And so I believe HUD has 18 major metro municipalities, which are cities in America, that are being transformed. And so just for anyone that may not be aware, America is really challenging its residents to become self-sufficient, which is basically, what are my skills, what am I good at, what do I like to do, and what are people willing to pay me for? This is not only through entrepreneurship, but it's also through being a professional service. Shout out to Ms. Janet King doing her thing now. Huge mover and shaker. So we're gonna get in here in beautiful MDHA's Envision Napier Sudekum community and find out what the latest is. Shout out to Malika Hilton, always behind the camera, and let's check it out.